Okay, the Kerbal Space forgot to start streaming button on, or whatever you do. Click it, I mean. Today we are building a new space station because my old station, the scatter of debris. It is all need to, okay. Looks like we are having some issues. I'm just gonna go ahead and just see here. Okay, so we should be back. Should be. Uh-oh. Problems. Anyway, I'm gonna try and continue on with this. So yeah, the last station is now in just a big giant scatter of debris, and wow, that is really bugging me that it's not working. Oh my god. This is fun. Live streaming is fun. Okay, no, it's okay. It's okay. 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 Yeah, we good. We good, boy. Alrighty. Anyhow, okay, so with that, we've got, yeah, a whole bunch of debris. We're gonna have to get rid of that later. We have a Skylab station, which is really just a crew capsule that's in orbit. It's not much of a station, but all I need to do now is put up a new station. I'll probably put it up in a much higher orbit, and then, well, sorry, that'll come second. First, we need to build a shuttle to bring the parts to the station. Then, once the parts, are at the station, we can assemble them and such. But the first challenge is building a functional shuttle. Now, the space shuttle is something magical. The space shuttle is, how do I explain it? It's a marvel of technology, really. Now we can use some of these new, bigger parts, the Mark III parts, as they are, made by the good old-fashioned pork jet. And we're just gonna go and throw this together. I'm just trying to think of stuff to say. I'm really, really messing with my words right now, fumbling with my words, as you will. Okay, so to build the shuttle, we first need, well, to build the main shuttle, the part that's gonna be doing most of the operation. Well, because that's so intense. I had to really spend that much effort saying that. I'm just gonna add actually going to add a cargo bay to store parts of our station inside when we launch it. If I can find where it is. There it is. We want the largest cargo bay because we're gonna have a really lot of fuel tanks and stuff we're gonna take up there. Next, we're gonna go to our fuel tanks, and we're gonna just go ahead and grab a decent sized rocket fuel fuselage, and then an adapter. Now this isn't going to be a triple engine configuration like the actual space shuttle was. This is just going to be a single engine mainsail strapped to the back of this thing to make sure that it's just easiest to operate with these, so I don't have to worry about an orbital maneuvering system and the complications with that. Now we're going to go ahead and close that cargo bay, compare center of mass and center of lift, go to our aerodynamics tab, and we're going to just go ahead and slap together some wings here and make this thing able to glide. I want mirror symmetry to make sure it's like an aircraft. And look at that, we can just throw them together. Now, thankfully we have, the new editor gizmos, so we can just sort of edit it as we see fit. There we are. Now the trick is to keep the center of mass behind the center, or sorry, center of lift behind the center of mass. The yellow one being the center of mass, the blue one being the center of lift. This way it'll remain stable in atmospheric flight. With that, we're going to then throw on the second delta wing. There we go, and add some control surfaces. I think Elevon 3 is a nice one. Got a couple of them. Flip on around, look better. And there we go, we got a couple of control surfaces. Now we just need a yaw control. Yaw being, turning left and right, if you will. I'm going to use that and use a gizmo to make it look better. Aside from that, it should be stable in atmospheric flight. Just for the heck of it, I'm going to throw a couple of canards up at the front. Oh, nope, that's a little off. Okay, don't want to grab the whole thing. Need two of them. There. And there we go. Alright. That's going to bring the center of lift a little uncomfortably forward. Actually, no, it should fall. Oh yeah, no, that's a problem. Okay. I'm going to bring the center of lift down a bit. We don't really need to even worry about lift until we're, returning into the atmosphere. And next we're going to need to just sort of stitch strut this thing together. Now, I'm just going to quickly change where some windows are here so I can keep some eyes on things. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so with that, we now we also need the center of thrust marker up here so we can tell where our collective thrust is going to be pushing. The thing about this is the center of thrust needs to push directly at the center of mass in order to fly nicely. Otherwise, we're going to get some weird turning effects. Okay, so next we need to add a decoupler to the belly of the spacecraft. Now this spacecraft, if I add a little gizmo here to... Oops, ooh, okay, lag spike. There we go. If I add a little gizmo here to tell me the overall delta V of this, we can see we have 3.5 kilometers a second of delta V, which in itself is plenty lots. A thrust weight ratio of 3, this thing could actually put itself into orbit under its own power. It wouldn't be able to return, but it could go into orbit, which is, way more than the space shuttle could do. The space shuttle had that giant fuel tank on the front in order to give it more fuel so that it could get to space. Which, at the time seemed very practical, though, in the end it was found that the amount of fuel spent by doing this was just unbelievable. No, sorry, what am I saying? I don't even know what I'm saying. The amount of fuel spent by this is, I believe, less than a regular rocket. Oh, God, I'm just rambling here, so I'm just throwing stuff together. No, it was a budgeting problem that shut down the space shuttle program, I believe, if I'm correct. But I might be wrong. So don't quote me on that. No. This, what? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna just bring this down nice and low. We're going to bring this one down nice and low. And that should allow me to then rotate the engine here. Get a nice push on just the center of mass. There we go. Now what's going to happen is, as the fuel drains, the center of mass is going to go towards the spacecraft out of this extra fuel tank, meaning that this center of thrust will remain right here. So it's going to create a backflipping effect, meaning we're going to have to use the thrust limiter to then make the center of thrust, if you can see it there, follow where the center mass is going to be. It's not going to be perfect. We're going to be, relatively painfully inefficient here. But overall, it should work. It should work pretty well. I'm going to grab some fuel lines here and be feeding fuel into the spacecraft as we're flying. This should allow for a lot of extra range. And there we go. Now, I'd like to point out the real space shuttle did not have an engine on its tanks. The engines on the space shuttle itself were powerful enough to lift the shuttle and the tanks, as well as the real space shuttle had solid rocket boosters on it, but for the sake of simplicity, I'm gonna just avoid the solid rocket boosters at first. Actually, maybe. No, for the sake of simplicity, I'm avoiding solid rocket motors. Okay, next with the gizmos, I'm gonna go ahead and offset this, oops, sorry, this tail here. Sink that a little further in, rotate it. It's a little more straight. I think that's really about all I have to offset, to be honest. Okay, cool. I got struts, I got that. Alrighty. Oh, we need power generation. Yes, we're gonna need some solar panels. No. There we go. Okay, so with those solar panels, I can now generate power to keep this thing alive. The control wheels, they need power to run. I'm getting weird lag spikes. Probably because I'm watching my stream at the same time as I'm streaming it. Yeah, fun. Anyway, with that, I'm gonna also add a way to eject the tanks once we're done. I'm gonna go ahead and strut these on. What these struts will do is hold it in place so we don't, experience any wobbling. And then the engines, these little tiny solid rocket boosters, the separatrons as they're called, we're going to go ahead and just sit nicely on there, just like so. Yeah, throw a couple of them on for extra kick. Okay, don't need a copy of that, I need a copy of the separatron. There we go, and these are going to deploy when it decouples. What this will do is once this stage is almost fully spent, I'll probably end up having just like a sliver of fuel in the bottom here because I don't want to burn anything from the shuttle unless absolutely necessary before we do a circularization. But what these will do is it'll just sort of kick the tank away from the shuttle as we near orbit, or as we are just on our way to orbit. Okay, so after that, we're going to need a way to hold this thing steady before launch, so I'm going to go ahead and slap one of those there, and slap a couple of them over here. Good old-fashioned launch clamps. And we're just going to go ahead and rest this thing partially in the ground, because that's amazing. That's an amazing thing to do. You know, all your vehicles like to be jammed into the ground like that. And we're just going to go ahead and name this one Shuttle. No description necessary, I know what it is. Now, if I've done everything properly, if I've done it all right, then this thing should be able to fly, although I'm starting to see a problem with that engine's rotation there. Oh, no. I think we might experience more backflips, which, thinking of that actually, I'm just going to go ahead and rotate this way, so it'll be backflipping sort of east, which is where we want to go for our orbit. Save you. I don't even know if it saves the rotation of it, but I'm going to hope it does. Get out of the wall of the assembly building. And if my... What is the problem with this thing? Why is it lagging so bad? No! That's okay. We're going to now go ahead and just take this for a test run to orbit, see if it'll even go there. Alright. Loading. So much fun. Okay, we got my mech jab pages up here. Well, this is really slow. Oh, my hard drive's going insane. Alright, I know what the problem is. Anyway. Okay, so on physics load, it didn't explode. I close the mech jab windows and open them as I see necessary. We're going to need the orbit info page. So what this is going to do is it's going to give us information on our orbit. That's really about all we need. The next thing we need to worry about is balancing. It's a balancing act between the thrust of this engine and, you know, the thrust, or the overall thrust of this engine and how it's rotating. So the plan is go up to, I'm going to say 160 kilometer orbit. No, sorry, 200 kilometer orbit is what I'm going to go for, if I can. And without further ado, let's launch. Interesting. It appears we're doing more of a front flight. Quite interesting. Okay, so with that, we gotta go back to the assembly building because I done messed up. Yes, I done messed up. Okay, so what this means is that this engine needs to be rotated a little more this way. There we go. So what's happening is this side's getting more thrust, or sorry, the center of thrust is acting more on this side of the center of mass, meaning that it's going to rotate forward. If it's acting more on this way, the center of mass, it's going to flip backwards, and then by adjusting this throttle limiter, I can then, you know, adjust where my center of thrust and mass are. I believe if I open up my mech jab and look at my delta V stits, I can... Yeah, it'll always be a greater than 1 thrust weight ratio even if I zero this one out. So that's what we need to be able to do. Just for some reason, if we need to be able to do that, save it, launch it. Okay, so once it's done loading here, which seems to take an incredible time, we will be able to test this thing into orbit. Whenever you're ready. Okay. Without further ado, bring up the throttle limiter section. Well, look at that, it's actually pretty well balanced, which is good for now. We're pretty much just going to full throttle this one almost all the way. Start backflipping ever so slightly. A very rapid ascent into space. There we go. Reduce you a bit. Now you'll notice I'm flying up there on my back, and this might be confusing to some people, you know, if you don't quite understand what I'm trying to do here, but what I'm trying to do is make sure that this engine's pushing the in the direction of orbit. You know, with an orbit, you want to start curving over pretty quick here. And just for efficiency's sake. This appears to be pushing a little too hard. There we go, so we're just going to go ahead and... You can see my pitch indicator in the bottom left telling me that it's really, really, really pushing there. I should go with our pro-grade holder here. It's a little more aggressive than just stability assist. And you can see we're just heading into orbit here. Now, like I said, the goal's a 200 kilometer orbit, although it appears we might not actually be able to do that. Hey, emergency maneuvers there. There we go. Check the check our privileges in here. Alright, now that that's there, I know we're not near the orbit we want, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. There we go. Kicked away as planned. And then we're gonna go back to prograde here and kick on our engines again to hoist ourselves into that upper orb that we so desired. So yeah, 200 kilometers is the goal. I'm gonna go ahead and take this time to roll over now. And just jump into free camera mode. This will allow our camera to sort of stay upright relative to the ground while we're in orbit. It won't do any weird stuff. So as this unnecessarily heavy and inefficient engine hauls us into orbit, we can just sort of sit here and marvel at the wonder of this universe. There we go, 200 kilometers is the orbit. Now, I know autopilots seem like cheating, yes, but, you know, it's better for accuracy, in my opinion. Besides, this is just a test flight. On the real flight, I won't be using an autopilot. Oops, no. There we go. Extend the solar panels so we can have electricity. These are pretty huge panels. You can see them. I hope hope it's not too dark on the actual video here. Let's have a look. No, we're good. We're good. We good. Okay, so nearing our apoapsis here. It's gonna get dark pretty quick. It might be hard to see everything. So, I'm gonna try and avoid going on the dark side as much as possible. You can see our overall delta V here. Our vacuum delta V isn't half bad. And that's pretty good. Like, a lot of my smaller rockets never achieved that kind of delta V, which is overall pretty amazing. But that's not what we're really testing here. What we're really testing is the return capabilities of this vehicle. And I just realized something. We forgot landing gear. Good job, me. Good job. Oh my god. So these gerbils are dead, unfortunately. How can we kill them then? That's the most interesting way. Landing them is going to be very disappointing. Well, I guess we could just test the aerodynamics. Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll just test aerodynamics. Alright, now, unfortunately, we might be landing on the dark side. Oh, got all that debris field there. Yeah, I think we're landing on the dark side, which is going to be even more fun. That's okay. I'm going to go for a rather steep descent. God, this thing just so slow on turning. Really, it's insane. Alright, then use our time warp little cheat thing here to go ahead and do that. Oh, hello. What? Oh, yeah, great, yeah. My autopilot tried to push me to prograde, which messed me up. Thanks, you know, freaking stability assist. You're so amazing. I'll try this again. This time, hold retrograde for me. That'd be even handier. We've still got plenty of delta V. We could go to the moon, circularize, and actually probably come back if we really wanted to, but we don't have time for that. We're trying to build a new station to replace, you know, the old one that I wrecked because I'm stupid. Oh well. Land before the mountains, which will get me just towards the space center. Turn on stability assist because we're gonna have to rotate forwards. The center mass must be in front of the center of lift, so I'm actually gonna go and dump most of my fuel into that tank instead of anything else, just so that we don't die on re-entry. And by doing that, I mean I'm just gonna wait till we go into re-entry, and then start doing that, because I'm just a genius. Dumping large amounts of fuel. Stop before the spaghetti monster gets me. Oh, and rather than nosedive into the ground, gonna just gently try and pitch up. I'm gonna hold this and just, try and encourage aerodynamics to, you know, make us go forward instead of down. Because we can do that with aerodynamics. However, there's a good chance that we could just end up nosediving into the ground, killing our crew instantly, which I guess isn't really much of a choice anyways, since we, we don't really have landing gear. Come on. Oh, jeez. Oh, God, this scared me. Okay. Just a big giant crunch from that. Okay, well, this has been an interesting learning experience. We need a much more shallow descent. I'm gonna go ahead and open that cargo bay. And Merman can sort of eject. Oh, that looked painful. Bye-bye, Merman. What about you, Aldon? Yep, that looked painful too. What about this guy? Oh, he just stuck. Can we close this? No. There we go. There goes Merman. I'll just go ahead and speed this up. Look at those smiles of joy. See, when you look at it this way, it's a smile. Yeah. I wonder if he'll survive this one. Sometimes they do. Like he survived. It's almost like a bug, if they hit relatively helmet first in that position. Oh, no, he died. Oh well. Back to the vehicle assembly building. Okay, so, So our problem is landing gear. That's a big problem. Okay. We're just gonna go ahead and throw in some landing gear there. Heavy gear assembly. Oh, it's from the aircraft expansion mod. I don't want to use mods if I can avoid it. Going to use the small gear bays. Now I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever actually landed one of my shuttles. I think I've just sort of always not. Oh. Well, you see, now that would have been rather disappointing. The landing gear doesn't even go past the base of the shuttle. Okay. I see how this is. I'm gonna go ahead and offset this one then. This way. Which might make a problem. I guess we'll find out. The great part about engineering. We'll just see what happens. I actually kind of like it. I think it looks better that way. I'm just hoping that my, center mass remains down here. Because if it's anywhere else, I'm just gonna sort of, nose first into the ground. Actually, I could just avoid that altogether by doing this. There. Now if we go to hit nose first, the landing gear will stop it. Save. I'm gonna go ahead and retract these gear because we don't actually need them deployed on launch. They just create unnecessary amounts of drag. What a drag, Yeah, okay. Anyway. So, yeah, I kind of want to do solid rocket motors on the side of this, but I kind of don't because that's a whole new level of complexity that I don't think I really care to do just yet. And yeah, gonna save it. And with the amount of Delta V we had, I'm pretty certain we can carry a moderate-sized fuel tank in there. So, first things first. I'm going to assume that we have a shuttle that can take us up there, and so I'm going to start by putting a station up there. So we're going to start with a typical command pod, a docking port with which to dock stuff to, as well as to attach to the shuttle, so we can decouple it nicely. Control, we're going to need a reaction wheel, and then we're also going to need a crew habitation module. This will just sort of, be able to carry extra crew as well as keep the crew happy in a nice place that they can live spaciously. And we're going to need a processing lab to do scientific study in orbit. As for anything else, I don't think that's really necessary. Center mass is constant, there's no fuel that drains, so we can go ahead and add the only one fuel it's going to use, and that'll be monopropellant. Monopropellant is a single propellant that, if I remember correctly, is usually decomposes, which causes the propulsion. What if I remember correctly, I believe it was hydrogen peroxide was used at one point in the space industry. It is passed over a heated element, and this would cause the oxygen to decompose out of it, producing thrust. Quite a fascinating thing, really. Actually gonna attach a couple of RCS thrusters here, just for the extra little bit of kick. Maybe a little haywire-ish. We're also going to need some solar panels. Solar panels. Solar panel. A couple of 1x6s. This should produce plenty enough power. Should. I mean, you know, pretty optimistic word. Okay, so we're going to call this one... Oops, no. Station core. And it's not actually done yet. I just realized we're missing two parts. We're missing the docking ports for the solar panels that need to be on it. I guess we could also use to have a docking port on the bottom that could be for our fuel expansion, and then this top docking port can be used for extra vehicles to be attached, such as supply missions and whatnot else. And I think that's it. I think that's good. Save, and we're going to go over to sub-assemblies, and then we're going to just go ahead and root you with you. Sub-assembly. Name will be Station Core 1. Save. Then we can go new. The next thing we need to build are the solar panel trusses. Now, this I'm going to start with a central pod. Nope, not that one. A square central pod. With that, we're going to have two of these modular girder segments. And on the ends of those, oops, now we're going to need the adapters. This will just make it look a little more streamlined. Because it's going to be a modular system, you could keep strapping more and more onto these as you need power. You know, if for some reason the amount of solar panels on this isn't enough, which it should always be, you know, it can never just not be enough. Yeah, if for some reason it's never enough, you can just keep adding more. I'm going to structurally make these more integral. There we go. And then we're going to add our solar panels. Solar panels will be I think 4 panels per unit should be plenty. I mean, they're producing 18 charge per second. I don't know anything in the game that even comes close to using 18 charge per second. Maybe the ion drives, but that's about it. Nothing else really uses electricity except, you know, reaction wheels. So electricity is not really ever used. Except the BD armory thing. It's a laser gun, but I don't really need that. Not on this. Now, center mass should be almost in the center. Yep. And we're going to just need a couple of monopropellant tanks. Now, I'm going to use these small little ball-shaped ones. I'm going to just strap them, try and keep the center mass in the center there, and then put a single set of thruster blocks. Actually, I'm going to put 2 sets of thruster blocks because I may need to create counter torque. Counter torque? Yeah, just letting you know, I do use a lot of words I really shouldn't be using at certain times. Like, you know, I just sort of put together what sounds right. Okay, so we'll be creating, you know, yeah, if there's any rotational force from this, they should be able to balance out somewhat. And with that, action groups, custom action 1 is going to deploy these panels. By deploy, I mean toggle, because you just might need to save it. Not save it, oh my god, saying what I'm doing. Modular solar truss, save, root. There we go. Now we're going to go back to our sub-assemblies, and we're going to save it. Save. Now we need to build a fuel tank. This will just be a small automatic fuel tank that'll be able to dock itself, you know, nothing too complex. It's gonna be a small one because, well, you know, we don't really need that much fuel. You know, if it's just for, like, you know, refueling mission to get back down to the ground, or refueling the shuttle, or some silly thing like that, we don't need much. In fact, we could even just, you know, have this as a way of storing excess fuel from the shuttle. Okay, and we're going to need a large docking port. And then we're going, well actually, we need a pod. Okay, so we need a large pod. We're going to need batteries. Now thankfully batteries are physicsless in this game. They don't really weigh or cause any effects on mass, which is nice. You know, you can just sort of keep strapping as many of them on as you want. You're not going to really lose any delta V. Now because the center, we're not draining fuel from this actively at any given time, and this will be a modular system. So we're going to have docking ports on both sides. Yeah, since we're not draining fuel actively, we can just, you know, keep this. Fuel tanks, large monopropellant tank, and then a couple of control thrusters. This one's going to need 3 sets of thrusters because it's, you know, really god-awful heavy. And we're also going to need to add some solar panels to it. There we go. Custom one will toggle panels. And now we're just going to go ahead and route that. Back to sub-assemblies. And there we go. I think that should be good for now for our station. So we're going to go ahead and load up our shuttle once again. Oh, don't crash. Oh, thank God, okay. Shuttle, 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 shuttle. A very shuttle change. So shuttle. Okay. I'm gonna pop open this cargo bay. I apologize for any lag you might be experiencing. That's my side. Okay, now the first thing we need to send up is the station core. Now these are always fun to go ahead and slap into the thing because you can't really look at it because it can surface attach. You sort of have to just assume where the attachment node is, and if done right, it should sort of, there we go, pop in. Now we're going to need to add a couple of struts. Mirror symmetry, sort by function, structural, struts, and there. Did I say no, you know what? Why will you not attach? Huh, weird. Okay. Interesting. Getting some weird effects from this. Oh. Nope, not what I wanted to do at all. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Ah, well. This is the Kerbal way. I don't even really care anymore. I really don't. Alrighty, so we have apparently just enough delta V to get into orbit. Once we've got this thing up in orbit, in our 200 kilometer preferred orbit, we should be good. Now, the slight issue is that this will adjust our center mass slightly. I'm just gonna, you know, compare this. Yep. Center mass versus center of thrust is slightly off, so I'm just gonna go ahead and rotate this a slight bit. There we go. Save our shuttle, and we're going to go ahead and launch. Now, we're going to have to wait till just before sunrise to launch if we wish to deploy this thing in the daylight, or, you know, circularize and deploy in the daylight. And like I said, I'm not going to be using autopilot because this is the real deal. This is real, you know, first flight of the shuttle. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and manually deploy this. Close you, and you. Reopen the orbit info because that's what we need. And I know there's a mod that can adjust the throttle for me, but I haven't been able to find it. Merman, Kencat. Wait, didn't I kill you guys? Oh, right, I reverted. Right. Okay, guys. You guys will be first shuttle expedition into space. Hopefully the Kraken doesn't take hold of you. May whatever deity you believe in have mercy on your souls, and let's launch. Okay, so instantly you can see it has a tendency to pitch forward. Help this thing face prograde, which is this little yellow circle on the nav ball, that's sort of the direction I'm headed, or where my velocity is going. Very useful thing. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna go more or less for sheer altitude than anything else. Though the thrust seems to be good, we seem to be accelerating nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and try and pitch over a little more here. We're making a little bit steep of an ascent. What I'm doing is, I believe, called a gravity turn. And this is using the gravitational pull of the planet to help stretch my ballistic trajectory out over a longer distance. I think that's what it is. I can't quite remember exactly. Up in the atmosphere here, it's not as crucial that I have extremely high levels of thrust. Though I'm still, accelerating at quite a nice, quite a nice clip. That should give me a few moments of good. And as the fuel from that is sucked away, I will just chuck this thing. There we go. And now we just continue on our path to space. Now those wings are really not attached to my vehicle. Okay. That's normal. That is totally normal. I'm sorry, I lied. That's not normal at all. And I didn't even wait till sunrise. Wow, I am just a genius. 150 kilometers up. $201 kilometers or so, which is more than good. We got still just over half fuel left, which is excellent. Means we can carry this mass. And there we go. Then the solar panels, we are in space, so I'm gonna get Mech Jab to give me a maneuver node. I'm not gonna get it to do the maneuver node for me, but it's gonna give me the node because I don't feel like fiddling around with these things. No, other way. Okay, so the burn's going to occur, or the node's going to we're gonna hit the node in about 5 minutes and 40 seconds, which is, it's not bad. Not bad. It's a good time to kill. Now, apparently it's gonna take 15 seconds. To simplify this, I'm going to just, I want to try and burn, if the estimated burn time is, say, for example, 16 seconds, I want to start the burn when I'm 8 seconds away from the node. So half the burn occurs before, half occurs after. This is for many various reasons. It just sort of works like that. I'm going to go ahead and roll over onto my roof. Not on my roof, on my belly. And switch to free camera, because apparently I already did that. And get this thing to hold me on my maneuver node. And then at 8 seconds out from the node, we're just going to go ahead and full throttle this thing. Quick save, because bad things happen. The Kraken does occasionally like to munch on the souls of the innocent. I'll stop there and just sort of... Oh, right, I got Kerbal joint reinforcement. And no, it's not what you might be thinking. It's meant to just sort of keep everything structurally sound. And 8 seconds is here. We start the burn. We're a little soon on it, I guess, because the estimated burn time isn't very accurate. But then again, MechJeb has its own function I could just build to do that for me. I think I'll do that. There we go. Yep. Shuttle has no pilot support. Right, that's something they have to check. If you get rid of the maneuver node, it tends to not like you very much. Okay, so we should be, we're in a just a deviation of about 2 kilometers, which can be fixed with the science modules on board RCS. I'm gonna go ahead and quick save again, and then warp over to the daylight side of the planet. And you can see the electric charge isn't draining all too fast, which is good. Hey, one of my other stations passed just below us. Now, if there weren't so much debris in orbit, I might do this in a lower orbit, which in my opinion looks a lot better. Alrighty. I'm just gonna go ahead and hold this thing prograde here. While it's holding prograde, I should be able to just let this thing do its magic. Actually, you know what, I'm just gonna let this thing warp till the sun's just above us, because it'll look better that way. It always looks better that way. The great thing about a 200 kilometer orbit is about 2100 meter per second orbital velocity, which, you know, it's a nice round number. I like it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and open the cargo bay. It says 0 parts shielded, but really I've got a lot of parts shielded in there. Beauty. Beauty, just look at that, you know? Okay, so now we need to transfer, I think Aldon's gonna be part of there. I'm gonna send Dunley to the storage container, and I'm gonna send Kencass to the science module. Go ahead and decouple this. Oh, sorry. Yeah, decouple that. Now, the great thing about decoupling these decouplers nodes is that they don't have any ejection force. The only thing that really causes them to move away is just natural gravitational tidal forces, whatever they call those things. I've heard the term tidal forces. Ooh, okay, what? Oh, okay. We'll move up then. It was apparently the other way compared to what I thought it was. I'm just gonna go ahead and go a little. Actually, no, we'll just go up. Up is that way, apparently. There we go. Deploying solar panels. There we go. I probably should have bound a key to do this, but, you know, it's all good. It's all good. And there we are. Now, if this isn't just pure amazing, I don't know what is. Using a shuttle to bring something into orbit, and then returning the shuttle to the planet to land. Like, it's just an amazing thought. Now, I might add some control thrusters onto here to help maneuver in space, because this is really sluggish. And, you know, relying on solar panels to keep me alive is not my favorite. Now, this will be a night landing because I'm impatient. I want to get this done with sooner rather than later. It's been half an hour and I've already just gotten the first part into orbit. But I think we're good. Now, I probably should have checked my inclination. I seem to be on a weird inclination for my orbit. But, you know, whatever. It's all good. It's all good. Landing's going to occur at the runway. If I don't explode, then that means the shuttle is reusable. If I do explode, that means I have to tweak something on the shuttle for the next launch. But overall, we should be good. And retrograde, burning. There we go. So what we can do now is we can just coast delicately through the atmosphere. And we should be able to just make our way back to the surface of Kerbin. Safely. Hopefully. Hopefully I don't rip it apart like I did last time. That was just embarrassing. Unfortunately, this being the real deal, if Merman dies, well, Merman dies. No one wants it, but it might happen. Also, it'd be kind of hilarious if I got nailed with a piece of debris. Okay, so we're actually descending a little bit uncomfortably, harshly here. Our center mass is a little far back. I'm just gonna go ahead and transfer that a little forward. There we go. And you're just sort of doing that, yeah? Yeah? Hmm. Seems a little unstable still. Go ahead and dump a little more of that in there. Okay. Not looking good. This is really not looking good. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and this back a bit. Oh wait, that has to go in. Moving this back should allow me to pivot a little more aggressively. There we go. See, I'm getting a little more control there. Unfortunately, the G-load on my wings might be a little much. Also, okay, good, they're not stalling anymore. When they're stalling, they produce a lot of drag. And, you know, slow you down. There we go. Alright, we are now leveled with the horizon. This is good. This is very good indeed, actually. Will your prograde be aggressive? Yeah, well, oh, nope, don't want that. Okay, alright, I am excited with this. Yes. The great thing is about upper atmosphere gliding, you can glide for freaking ever. Like, it's insane. I could probably just return to orbit from here, you know. Scoop some air up, return to orbit if I really felt like it on, you know, low power. It's quite messed up. But I like it. Even stability assist is causing a bit of a wobble. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and slowly descend faster through the atmosphere. So I want to just brush the top of those mountains as I get there, because I don't really have much of a way of producing drag in the upper atmosphere for, you know, slowing myself down, so I kind of have to risk going to the lower atmosphere and, you know, tearing apart due to forces. Or, you know, flopping around or whatever. Oh, there we go. Oh my god. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Damn it. A lot of force there. A lot of force there. How do I fix this? The question. Yes. Good question indeed. That's frustrating. I do remember though, I had a space shuttle that worked really well that I built that was almost identical to this. So I think I'm gonna cheat a little. Alright, merman, your time's up. Yep. I'm actually going really slow compared to what I'd normally be going right about now. No survivors. Space Center. Okay, well, with that, okay. To the vehicle assembly building. It's a little discouraging. A little discouraging, but, you know, I don't know, it's just... Yeah, okay. Let's load up my other shuttle. Which should be called Shuttle 1. Got a lot more parts, a lot more stages. And if I didn't done mess up... Yes, he's almost identical to the last one, except just a little more wing... Oh, that might be the problem. My wing force was all my force of, you know, lift was based on my underside. Oh, okay. Okay, no, I see where I messed up. Okay, cool. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and... Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and drop these nice and low. Drop roll up to match. Oh, I messed that one up. Sometimes this is fun, sometimes this is painful. There we go. Bring you there. And bring you there. This should allow our landing gears to be nice and low, based around our center of mass. The struts, yeah, they're still attached. And then we're just gonna actually go ahead and knock everything in. Because, you know, looks better that way. Almost makes the wings look a lot smaller, to be honest. But, you know, whatever. Whatever. It'll work. It'll work. Eh, good enough. Now on that, I'm gonna go ahead and save it. And I believe this is, yep, just as good, if not better. I'm gonna go ahead and open this piece, which apparently has something in it. Oh, look, another station core. There we go. Now we're gonna go to our sub-assemblies. Sub-assemblies, right there. Now we have the solar trusses and the fuel tank to send up next. So we need 2 solar trusses, which is unfortunate because I can actually only send one at a time. Oh my. Okay, well, whatever. Wait. Oh wait, actually maybe. Just maybe. If I go into okay, this might be a little funny one to do, but if I actually try and oh, this isn't gonna be fun at all, is it? No, it's not. Okay, whatever. If I try and center, it's not even gonna work, is it? Okay. What about multi-couplers here? Is there a possible way I can just... Oh, there we go. Oh, come on. That. Ha 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 ha, yeah. I did it. Okay. Let's do it again. There we go. Alright, we can actually take 2 up there. Nice. And it extends just like this. You know what? This actually works really well. I like it. I'm impressed. Okay, so for the most rigorous part of launch, wait, 2 mirror. Why do you not like attaching right now? Whatever. I won't even question it. There we go. So we're gonna stitch strut this whole thing together. Right, radial symmetry, because that's what these things are built on. Really, it's a sloppy stitch strutting job. I know. Oh, whatever. I don't even care. Don't even care. Cool. Good enough. Good enough for me. 89 parts shield, you know. Those are parts that would have created aerodynamic drag on launch, but they won't now because of a space shuttle. Which is an unnecessary waste of resources. I'm not gonna lie, the space shuttle is a very inefficient way of launching things. Actually, if I really wanted an efficient way of launching things, I would use a space plane, which is, you know, much better, but, you know, whatever. Whatever, it's all good. We're all good. And before I launch, I think I'm going to celebrate with a drink of apple juice, because apple juice is better than anything alcoholic you could be drinking right now. Albeit not as fun, but healthier. Our total mass is about 150 metric tons at 138 parts. The mass of this thing is just intense. But you know, Mark III parts, right? Okay, so if I'm checking center mass and center of thrust, my privileges look okay. Actually, if anything, I think we're gonna do front flips, but I could be wrong. Oh wait, actually, while I'm here, start all these not deployed. I'll be honest, I haven't landed this thing ever yet. Never had a successful mission like this. So I'm just gonna go by the seat of my pants, as Scott Manley would say. I'm just gonna do something like that. That actually causes us to do slight backflips. Save it, and I'm glad it saves a rotation on this too. And I guess we can just sort of launch. Okay, now this one is going to be a little more entertaining to do. Okay, so we have to wait till sunrise. Okay, well that's not sunrise, that's midday. There we go. Good enough. Now on this, we're going to have to launch to try and rendezvous with our target. That's going to be a tricky one, especially considering our massive debris field. Shuttle ship, that's the one we want set as target, that's ahead of us. So we're going to go ahead and wait until they get just, before they pass over us. We're going to try and launch up to them. One of two things will happen on this one. It's either going to... We're either going to be behind the target, or we're going to be ahead of the target. We want to be ahead of the target ideally, so we can extend our orbit to last longer and catch up with them later. But if we're behind them, that is just... meh. It's a lot harder to fix that one. So, let's go. I'm kind of afraid of this one. Actually, that's not bad. There we go. Now we can launch. And, well, we are already launched. We could be headed into space. I would be yelling out things that, NASA would be yelling out, but, it's just, a little too busy concentrating on this one right now. There we go. Just barely accelerating here, actually. No, we're still making good time. I think if I just... Well, we are lagging. Why are we lagging? That's okay. Okay. Going into a bit of a stall there. Wow, things are really panicking right now. Oh, okay, well, little late on that. Wow, okay. What is with my frame rate derp? Oh my god. Is everything okay in the cargo bay? Is anything exploding in there? No? Okay, well anyway, off to orbit we go. We might be a bit ahead of them. Which is okay. I'm okay with that one. If we're ahead of them, that's okay. And how are we looking here? Getting close to their orbit. We are way ahead of them. Okay. That's a little too far ahead for my liking, but whatever. Whatever, we're good. We're good. We're good. It's okay. It's cool. It's cool. We're cool. We're cool. No, we're not. We need to be much closer to them. We need to do that. Yeah, okay, we're gonna go ahead and circularize. Okay, node, go away. You bring me to the maneuver node. You extend out. And frame rates, explain to me why you're derping. I don't know why. Is it because other things are doing stuff? Or is it my processor perchance? Oh. Oh my god, okay, I accidentally hit my throttle there. Hopefully that doesn't affect things too badly. There we go. Oh yeah, everything's all doing processor stuff right now, so it's slowing me down. Oh well. Now, estimated burn time 12 seconds. So, time before node we're going to burn 6 seconds. Camera free. Rotate upright. And note to self, next time, for goodness sake, freaking add RCS, thruster systems. Okay, so we're going to need to circularize this one. Once it's circularized, We can then worry about rendezvousing with our target, which is going to take a little longer than I hoped. But whatever, right? We've got both trusses up here at once. I don't mind spending a little more time on it. Now, why I'm rotating to the right, I don't know. Okay, okay. Alright, quick save. And here's hoping. Now, I am thinking of doing some live streaming of other games with, a couple other friends of mine. If we ever do get together and actually do that, I think that'd be pretty cool. But I don't know why this is relevant here. I'm playing Kerbal Space Program, for goodness sake. Okay, so we're getting ready to burn here at 6 seconds. 7 and 6. I'm gonna go and accelerate to orbital velocity here, which doesn't take very long at all. Truth be told. Alright, so it's a 219 by 214 orbit. I don't quite like that. But it appears there's nothing I can do about that. Oh yeah, that's only getting more and more skew. Okay. I really don't like that orbit. But, don't have time to complain. Do not have time to complain. We're going to go ahead with anti-normal here, because at the ascending node we want to match our orbits. If this thing would be okay with me. Now the ideal time to intercept them would be, well, sooner rather than later, but ideally on the light side of the planet. So we want to actually do our intercept. Okay, seriously, why does it do that? Smart ASS can, figure out how to slow down before you hit your point on the nav ball you want to be at, but whatever. I don't even care. I don't even care. I don't even care. Okay, so I'm gonna try and fight this and good enough. So that's us. That's the target. We're gonna go to the ascending node. And we're gonna go ahead and just, try and balance things out here. There we go. That's what we want to see. So now we're exactly in the same orbital plane as shuttle ship. Now it's just a matter of time. I get MechJab to help me out with this one. Maneuver planner. Hoffman transfer to target. Create node. Going to occur in 56 minutes. It's going to be a 10.7 meter per second node burn. We're going to end up just at tail end of daylight, which is, not ideal, but I seriously need RCS for this thing. Good God. Wow. Nope. Nope. Okay, can you do it without overdrive? Yeah, okay. Cool. Now, since it's such a low, delta V burn that we need to make, it's gonna just take moments, really. Quick save this though, because, bad things do happen to good people. This might take a couple orbits. Alright, so everyone get comfy and, enjoy the view of the laggy Kerbin below us as we play at about, 24 FPS. Actually, I don't know what our frame rate actually is. Perhaps OBS can tell us? No, it's 60. Strange. Alright, and this upcoming part here should be it. There we go, getting close. Okay, so we should be able to just burn a little bit here and, easily deal with a node. Oh yeah. We good. Now we are pretty much up 200 meters away from our target. I'm really gonna have to figure out what's causing my lag. Where is it? Oh, we good. Alright, whatever. And okay, so quick save. And now we time warp close to our target. Might be all the debris junk up here. Yeah, that might be it. Oh? Strange. Seems to only be getting laggier and laggier as I play though. I don't know. Hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully I can, continue to play for a little while yet. Okay, so the nice thing about these little autonomous probes inside my shuttle here is that I don't have to really get too terribly close to this thing. They do have a pretty significant amount of delta V themselves, what with their RCS thrusters and all. So I just need to get somewhat close to them, or to the target, just to make it easier. And we're just going to hold target retrograde. Pretty weak system we got here, but whatever. Oh man, 300 meters away, a little too far for my liking. A little too far. So I need the RCS systems to make, adjustment burns a little more bearable. Oh! Whoa, that scared me, okay. Yeah, I accidentally hit C instead of X, and C brings you into the cockpit view, which is currently, there is no IVA for this cockpit, because it was, just brought by in the recent update, and they didn't have time to make an IVA for it. So, yeah, okay. Fingers on X this time. Ability assist. F5. We're just gonna go ahead and actually warp around the planet, which I know is gonna cause some issue. We're gonna drift away. But we need to be in the daylight side for these probes to not die. They need light. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead, relative velocity minus. I'm gonna go ahead and use a little time acceleration here. And just look at how bad that is. Target. Gonna head to the target. Yeah. Oh, this is painful. This is painful to do. Okay. There we go. Now we can go retrograde. It's almost like you're having to manually control it as it helps you control it. Almost impractical. Alright. F5. We're going to end up pretty early in the daylight side of the orbit. This lag is just getting real. What the heck? I'm going to start closing some other things here because... There we go. Okay. Are we actually going to hit the ship? Oh no. No, we better not hit the ship. Oh no. Yeah, we better not hit that ship. Okay. Well, now, before we end up doing anything else stupid and getting ourselves destroyed here in this excessively long live stream that I really do want to get yeah, that's okay. Alright, open a docking port shield thinger. I'm gonna go ahead and level out. And expose the two beauties inside that we've been carrying the entire time. Maybe that's what's causing this lag, is the sheer part count. Kinda forgot about that. I really don't want to be looking into the sun to see that shuttle. but that's the case. Couple. Switch to that one. Which way is up for you? That way's up, okay. Toggle your panels. Toggle your panels, okay. Extend your panels, because yeah, you've got one unit of electric charge. There we go. From here. Which way do you see is up? Okay. Well, I actually want to kind of be oriented this way for effective docking. Okay, alright, whatever. This can happen. This can happen. Make sure we're good on monoprop. Okay, shuttle ship. Now, because I can't see you because I'm looking into the freaking light, we're gonna just have a look. Where is your side docking port? Ooh, you got one just under there, huh? Cool. Now, I got this mod. It's quite nice, actually. It shows me which way I want to be pointing if I want to, you know, line up with that docking port. So handy. I really, really seriously hope Squad implements it into, you know, soon, new feature of the game soon. Okay, now we want to be moving backwards towards our target. Not that fast towards the target. Still relatively fast towards the target. You know, the fact that I can't see it because of the light is really making this a challenge. Not really making that much of a challenge, but it's irritating. There we go. There we go, nice. Stopped just in time. Gonna go ahead and draw this thing over this way. And there we go. Moving to dock at about 0.6 meters per second. Actually gonna go ahead and turn this unit. Oh no, I guess I can't turn it sideways, can I? No, I can. If I just go like this. And then we just sort of go ahead and slow down to nothing, because I need to switch over to this unit and shut its small panels. Back to this one. Should allow me to safely dock to that part without wrecking anything. Can it happen? Oh, a little bit of banging and clanging. Yes, it can. Okay. Now to the shuttle to grab the second docking port. Do the same thing. Or not docking port. Second solar truss. It's into the cockpit of the. Not the cockpit, the cargo bay. I really cannot speak for anything today. Wow. Okay. 10 panels. I guess we're not so toast if we, you know, lose charge in these things. Because, honestly, I could just get a Kerbal to extend these panels manually. Okay. Control from here. Looking at the ship, I want to dock to this port. Okay. I set that as my target, right? Oh, yeah, that's the case. Now, just to go up. At about about 3 meters per second. God, there's something really, really peaceful about docking in this game, especially when you've got a setup like this. Like something that you can just sort of be proud of. Like, I'll be honest, I'm really, really freaking proud of this station. Or this, yeah, the shuttle, I should say. Even though it's very, very simple and, you know, common design, just knowing that I built it, I'm proud of it. Now we can go ahead and accelerate towards the target at less than a meter a second. Switch to target, close its panels, or we have collision, of course. Switch back to you, slow down if necessary before docking, get impatient, quick save, accelerate to target. Now decelerate before hitting target. And dock like, you know, 1 foot per second, as I believe that is. Less than now. Well, the station's coming along beautifully, I must say. And plunk, docked. Beauty! So now the station has its solar arrays up. It should be good and alive to do whatever it wants. Such as get the Kerbals to EVA. Oh, also, speaking of which, I'm gonna get these Kerbals from this vehicle. I'm gonna go ahead and face this one retrograde manually. Close its cargo bays. Where's my... There's a ship. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get Lemsey, Hattori, Eden, Bobdus. Oh god, Bobdus has to definitely go for this. Whoop, up you go. Over to that ship. Try not to smack its panels off. That would be most unfortunate. Yeah. The shuttle's actually a little distant from the station. I might build an adapter so that the shuttle can actually dock to the station, if I can get the shuttle to, of course, be, you know, aerodynamically stable. There we go. Now I'm gonna get this one in the little crew unit, the crew tank. God, I'm just getting so many ideas for, you know, fixing up this shuttle and making it better. And there we are. Back to that one. We're gonna get Pattery. I think Lemsey is gonna try and land this thing. If he dies, well, you know, it's most unfortunate, but he'll be the brave Carbonaut to, you know, make the great sacrifice for science. Now this one, this Kerbal appears to be a little impatient. Very, very quickly flying towards the station. But he knows what he's doing, so I'm not so concerned. No, he's not, you know, wanting to go to the crew pod. He wants to go to the sides out and smash his face or his helmet into the station while he's at it. Oh heck, while he's here, he's going to deploy these 2 panels out here. And board. So Eden Kerman going to fly up and out. There we go. Eden Kerman, of course, being patient, just sort of waited to just coast over here gently so he didn't burn as much monopropellant in his EVA packs. Oh, and he apparently likes to play trampoline on the ladders. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Good to know what these Kerbals are like. You know, it's good to know who you have on your station. There we go. Now back to this one. Lemcy Kerman is tasked with the unfortunate task of landing. Now, unfortunately, ground control's in the dark, more literally than metaphorically. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually go down to the Space Center and wait this one out. So it appears that my game lags, but the stream itself actually is playing at a decent frame rate, which, you know, is good. You know, I'm happy with that. I'm happy that's the way it is. I'm gonna go ahead and actually, yeah, 720p is exactly how I want it. Good. Good, good, good. Alright, so over down here, we're just gonna go ahead and wait till daytime, or sunrise anyway. Oh, we want to wait till midday actually. There we go. Go to the tracking station, and then going to figure out from there where we go. Shuttle 1, shuttle ship. Shuttle 1. Okay, we're gonna wait till you're just before the space center. Now this one's gonna be a very, very shallow descent across the desert. Fly. I'm just hoping that my shuttle isn't, like, you know, actively in the station. You know what I mean? Get your mind out of the gutter. Okay. Where's the target? Target. Ah, it's actually not far away. Cool. I'm gonna go retrograde in orbit. That's where we're gonna hold. Hey, we have monopropellant on here. Where do we have? Is it in the? Oh, it is too in the cabin. Well, actually, that'd be really handy. All right. Good to know that targets are persistent. Unset target. And warp a little. Okay. Now we can go ahead and decelerate. There we go. A much, much more shallow descent. Close these panels. Switch over to stability assist as we flip to the prograde position for this. And we're going to find out if this aircraft design is any more stable. Okay, so I can already see that due to the reduced part count, my lag is way down. So, part count will be an issue on my stations. I mean, my, you know, cheap little i3 processor is kind of to blame for that, but whatever. The processor served me well up until this point. Another station passes by, I just noticed. Actually, you know, I'm kind of liking this. Okay, now. I'm gonna go ahead and pump some fuel upwards. Just to try and keep things nice here. Time warp a little. Try and notice if we flip out of control or anything. As our game engine goes into the red zone. It's fun to play with the center of mass. Really. I'm just gonna let this thing sort of just glide in on its own power. As it is right now, we're gonna hit right on the mountains, which is excellent actually, it's what I want. I'll just try popping this up a little. See if I can encourage us to land closer to the space center. There we go. 15 kilometers and still traveling, you know, almost 6 times the speed of sound. A little concerning, to be honest. I'm really afraid I'm going to tear apart again. the last time I did, and it was really most unfortunate. Oh, I just looked at— oh, damn it! Again. Ah, damn it. I really have to figure that out. I really gotta solve that problem. How can I, how can I work around— oh yeah, I've got liquid fuel still? Oh, it's probably from my old, the other part of my aircraft. Okay, what is causing me to explode? Oh. Could it be that my wings are under it? Oh my god, it is too, isn't it? Oh wow. Okay. Well, anyway, gonna run this to the ground. Sorry, but it was kind of part of the job profile there, Lemsy. We're just gonna fling it. Yeah. Gonna make your death nice and quick. And you bounced. You gonna survive this one? Probably not. Oh. Huh, look at that. You actually survived. Well, Lemsy, we can recover you. Okay, so what we're going to do, now we've got Lemsy back, we're actually going to go into the space plane hangar. Now, first we need to just build a whole new— no, not that one. We need a whole new setup for our shuttle. I'm going to try building this in the space plane hangar because I have a feeling that I might be able to do something to allow me to basically just do this a whole lot better. Okay, so we're building a much better shuttle. We're going to go over to utilities, grab our nice big docking port, or sorry, cargo bay. Make an extended cargo bay if I really felt like it, but I don't really feel like it, so I'm not going to. I'm going to go ahead and grab Mark III rocket fuselage, this adapter, and we're going to grab the mainsail. Simple enough. Now, because this is always landing when it's empty, and because it's always launching vertically when it's full, we don't have to worry about the initial versus final center of mass. We only need to worry about the final center of mass and our lift center of thrust. Now, on empty, got a very, very deviated center of mass, but it seems to be that the center of mass is relatively right here. We want to keep that just sort of like, you know, basically, yeah, behind here, and we're good. Aerodynamics. And we're gonna go ahead and— oops, not that one. I need this one. We're gonna need some really nice big wing parts. Perhaps it's just me, but I actually do kind of miss the old wing parts. I mean, I really miss the old wing parts from I believe it was 0.2, 3.5 and before. They were quite nice. I really miss them. Okay. So we're gonna do that, I think. No. We're going to go ahead. Move you there, you good? Yeah, okay. I'm going to alt click you, make another one of you. Make a much larger wing. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and crush the candy canes in my pocket because I forgot they were there and I leaned my arm against my pocket. Yes, I have candy canes in my pocket. Now you all know my secret. Okay. So we're gonna grab a couple of U's, I guess. A couple of uses. Ah, only need one of you actually. One front canard, and a couple of swept pieces on the back for various odd reasons. Yeah, good enough. Okay, now with that we can add a couple of monopropellant tanks on top of what we already have, which is nice. There we go. And then go over to controls and add some control thrusters. Which should help with maneuvering in 0 Gs. There we go. Yeah, good enough. Okay, so with that, I believe that's... I have no idea what that sound was, but okay. Okay, so with that we can go ahead and just sort of strut this whole thing together. And then landing gear. Now the other landing gear I have here. Yeah, it's got some nice clearance. Perhaps just enough clearance. Yeah, okay, we'll have to use this. Come on. There we go. Yeah, right about there. I kind of like that. Okay. Okay. Alright, now we just need some yaw control. There we go. Not quite good enough. Use our widgets here to modify this. Rotate it. Righty. Save it and, I guess, test launch. Here we are. Launch this, got a nice thrust to weight ratio. We're just gonna go ahead and test out some extremes. First, it can be just sort of like a gliding extreme. I do have RCS helping me here, which is quite nice actually, I must say. It's really doing the trick. This thing is really difficult to turn. And the front wings are stalling, creating a large drag. The RCS isn't really doing that much. Okay, what about extreme velocities? I know this thing can achieve them. Can I rip it apart? Oh god, that scared me. It scares me every time. But yes I can. But where's the point of failure is the question. Okay. I believe it's actually between these two parts. I don't know. Part of me is actually kind of getting discouraged from using these stupid things, because they're just getting a little finicky here. A little too finicky, you know? Actually, I kind of like that. It's kind of cool. Perhaps this will actually help with something. I don't know. Let's find out. Separating the wings might help balance the load over the entire aircraft. So each individual part feels G-force, but nowhere feels a pulling or bending force. Just to be fully honest here, the space shuttle is a very impractical and nuisance to try and build a station with. I mean, yeah, it's great, you know, it's reusable, it's fun stuff like that, but realistically, come on. Come on. So already I'm noticing this thing's better for control, and noticing it's also just good for ripping apart. Yep. These things aren't very structurally integral. It's not. They're not great. Yeah, no. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say no to the shuttle anymore. We're probably just gonna have to do a rocket launch. Like, until I figure out what I did to make the other shuttle decently reusable. Wait, no, I never even landed the shuttle though. Hmm. Maybe shuttles with the Mark III parts just aren't good enough. Ah, well. Anyway, we're going to, actually pick up the B9 pack once they update. That's got some nice parts that can make some cool shuttles. Guess we're just gonna go ahead and build the rest of it with a rocket. Truth be told, rockets are better than space shuttles anyway. Okay, so rocket vehicle assembly building, and I'm getting rather tired. Oh my goodness. Further, feel a drink of apple juice. You know, honestly, I don't know if people are even watching this. I mean, if you are, thank you. You know, I love when people watch what I do, but I don't think anyone is. Okay, okay. We need to launch a fuel tank up into orbit, and heck, while we're up there, might as well fire up a lifeboat, which will be your extra utility up there. Utilities, Clampatron. Go grab a couple of parachutes. EVA still. Most likely not, so we're just gonna move that. Structural. There we go. Fuel tanks. Engines. Kind of a cool. Kind of a cool little thing here. No, 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 not done yet though. Not done yet. Continue control wheel. This thing. Mass. Gonna add some propulsion. A bit of monopropellant here should help. Now we're gonna go ahead and throw in some RCS thrusters. There we go. This should allow us to dock. Add some solar panels for, you know, electrical reasons. There we go. That's like a little escape pod, you know, you just sort of turn backwards and you escape, you return, and you splash down wherever, and then people come find you and pick you up and save you. Yay. Okay, so on that, I'm going to go ahead and structurally add this little sub-assembly down here of the modular fuel, medium modular fuel thing. Which, yeah, is not bad. And under that, actually wait, heck, I think that's a docking port, I don't even need to. There we go, so I can decouple that and that. Beauty. And under that, I'm going to have the transfer engine, which is going to be able to push us around in space. Alright, we're going to go with aerodynamics. I'm going to use a little trick that uses the tail connectors. Oh. Okay, we're going to go and offset these. Just enough, okay. Engines. There we go. I believe we're going to control here and add this little mech job widget. I should be able to get a Delta V readout for this. Oh yes. Oh, quite nice actually, quite nice. Okay. So we got plenty. Oh wait. There, that's a little more realistic. Okay. But good to know these are feeding through. Okay. So we're gonna go to structural. Actually, wait. How far out can I offset these? Oh, actually, not bad. Okay. Yeah, that's handy. That's very handy, actually. Nice. Now I can keep in line this thing, which will have our launch stage. Pretty hefty launch stage, I must say. It'll be like the Delta IV Heavy. Difference is, we're running off of liquid fuel and oxidizer, not liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen. Yes, to those of you people who are very particular about the Earth's health, the Delta IV Heavy is perhaps one of the cleanest rockets ever really designed. Not ever really designed. What am I saying? I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm sorry. I'm really. Oh. No, it's clean because it burns liquid hydrogen, liquid oxygen, which just results in water vapor as a waste product. But you know what? I believe after we get these parts up to the station, I'll probably call it an end of the stream because I'm just reaching the end of my night. What? No. Attach, darn you. Okay, so this whole thing will launch, then decouple and fire these, then decouple, then all that. By this point, I should be at the station, you know, so all should be well. Not a creature will stir, not even a mouse. Getting a little close to Christmas here. Yeah, the only problem I can see is structural problems. We're going to quickly patch that one up. There we go. Save it and launch it. Oh, hello Derp Jr. My apologies, I didn't see you in the chat there. And thank you for watching. I believe you might have just left. Oh no. God, I'm feeling lonely. One person watching now, I'm not sure if that's me. I think that's me. Yeah, I think that's me. Oh well. Okay. Shuttle ship set as target. Got electrical systems on here that need power, so we're just gonna go ahead and pop open a panel here. And wait till just in the morning. Wait for the vehicle to get near above us. There we go, retract the panels. And on our go, we just sort of launch. Oh, okay, good, just YouTube's being weird, telling me people are leaving and going. Yes, Derp Jr., actually, if you can send me a vehicle, I will happily try it as a shuttle. See what I'll try and shuttle it into space. Booster tank and whatnot. Not sure how you can send me the file, though. Just to let you know, though, there is a wicked huge delay between what you're seeing and what I'm seeing in the chat. Like, you know, I see your message almost instantly, but I don't, like, when I say it through the video, you don't receive this till just under a minute after I say it. Which, you know, is kind of problematic, but yeah, you just sort of get used to it. I can just see off the right of my game screen here, just sort of what you're saying there. So far in the stream, it's just turned out that these shuttles have been the bombs, you know. They've, they go up fine, they get in orbit, they do what they need to, but then on re-entry, for some reason the aerodynamic forces are just too much for them to take, so they sort of just crumb out. I wonder if this will work. Beauty. Well, not actually that much farther. Ah, nice, nice. Push away a little. Now, how can I get closer? There. Alrighty, now we can go ahead and point to the maneuver. Then our panels. As for some reason, this thing likes to really jump past the marks. So 26, so it'd be 13 seconds from the node we want to start the burn. There we go. Alright, now we can perform that excessively noisy burn. And get it to orbit. There's our target over there. There we go. If we go to target mode, I'm actually going to go ahead and slow down relative to my target. Push my mark a little closer to it. Go. Right. We want to slow down relative to the target, so I believe we want to go this way. Nope, that's only making it more distant. What if we go this way? There we go. Oh, we'll figure out when we get closer then, I guess. Or we'll just, you know, kind of warp ahead there. This is probably the messiest rendezvous I've done in a long time. Sort of freehanding it here. Go for the target. Of course, we're gonna end up rendezvousing on the dark side. You know, that's just sort of how it goes in Kerbal Space Program. Good thing we got this out. We can just sort of warp ahead here. You know, retrograde to the target. Hmm. Interesting. Indeed. Hopefully the Kraken isn't attacking me. That would be unfortunate. Yes, it would be most unfortunate. Go. Yeah, I've got plenty of Delta V for this maneuveral stuff. Doesn't take much. Not much at all. God, I hate dark side stuff. But at least you can, you know, see it. Okay. Now we're just gonna go ahead and warp nice and close. Hello, station. Oh, wait, moving a little too fast for me. Careful, be careful, vehicle, be careful. You're gonna hurt yourself again. There we go. Mantle. Good enough. Good enough for me. Now we're gonna wait till the daylight. Hopefully we don't collide with this here. Nope. Alright, and being that we are so close to this thing already, it just occurred to me we can just, you know, go ahead and... Oh, okay. Well. Well. That was interesting. Okay, that's a problem. Because that just destroyed every solar panel on that part of the vehicle. So we're now time crunched by battery. Okay, well. Seriously? Oh my god, I'm so. Oh. This fails. That's okay, no, it's okay. We'll just use this part. Okay, so yeah, we do have a battery limit, but I'm pretty sure we got plenty of lots. There we go. Yeah, we got this. We're good. Oh, moving a little too fast there. Yeah, I know, right? Friggin' Kraken. He's cracking me up this time. No, I'm sorry, I promise I'll never make that joke again. Alright, so, making it close to the shuttle, and I apologize I'm not as talkative. I was very talkative about, 2 hours ago as I was streaming this. But, as it would have it, I've gotten a bit fatigued from all this streaming and trying to maintain that level of entertainment. But you know what? Still got a little bit left in me. I can do this. I at least need to build this vehicle, and that vehicle you want me to test for you, or turn into a shuttle, or whatever you want me to do. Now, if you figure out a way to send me the file, perhaps through Dropbox, Google Dropbox is a good one, I will happily test it out. There we go. We're gonna get docking? We're gonna dock? We're gonna dock? We're gonna dock? Oh my god, we're gonna dock! Yeah, we docked! Yeah! Oh my god. We did it. Did it, mate. Use a little bit of the monoprop there to stabilize. Ah, okay, well, thank you. I will check that out shortly here. And I guess you know me, so that's good to know also. There's the ship. I ship it. I ship it so hard. Why can't I make that a target? Am I too far to make it my target? Oh, I think I might be. Unless it already is my target. Whatever, we'll just sort of assume we know which way. Okay. Yeah, just burning up all of our monopropellant here. Go. Problems. 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 Ah, Evan. Evan, good to see you're viewing the stream. I hope you're enjoying it so far. Okay. Now can I set you as target? There we go. Orient appropriately. Now we're going to move directly backwards relative to the target. I believe that's how it goes. Oh, oh wait. Ah, hitting the wrong keys. Alrighty. Yes, once I've got this module docked, I will check out what you've sent me, and then I will build it into a shuttle. Surprisingly, my frame rates keep coming back and then disappearing. Oh, the joys of an i3. But the station's coming along nicely. I'm really proud of it myself. Just, for a 2-hour project, turned out pretty good. Just about hitting up on the 2 hour mark, actually. As I look at it now, it's 1:59:22. Oh, yeah. Docking's a fun one. Just you need the patience of a Zen master. You know, it's you're impatient. You just want to smash into everything. Hello, Rowan. Good to see you here. Yes. Delicious, delicious, deliciousness. Okay. I want to go this way, and then once I'm all lined up here, go in for the kill. I really shouldn't complain about my frame rates, you know, they're not bad. And also, I really don't have much of a problem with frame rate in Kerbal Space Program. Like, even if it's... Oh, like that, my escape pod's out of fuel. Even if it's, like 15 frames per second, I can still play the game. That's the frame rate I used to play it all the time on my old laptop. When I had an old laptop. I was proud of that laptop. I basically fixed it up. Oh yeah, yeah, we're all still here. Oh yeah, life is good. Alright, so, now, Lag Station Alpha is what I'm gonna start calling it. Because for some reason my frame rate just died. Wait, if I... No, it's not so much physics becoming part count in memory. Okay. Well, now that we're in orbit here, now that we have a derp station to jump to, I call it derp because there's that frickin' the engine shroud still stuck on that stupid thing, the docking port. I don't know if it's gonna affect anything, but you know, whatever. Okay, quick save this, and now go back to the space center because I am done with watching that derp. All right, any moment now we can load up at the space center. Any moment now. There we are. There we are. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and open up my Kerbal Space Program folder here. You won't be able to see that, which is good. Alright, go to saves. And ships. And open up my Facebook. Try and get that file before people start messaging me and make noise. There we go. There it is. Spaceshuttle.craft. Bearing download. Download. Your download is starting. I'm going to go ahead and save it to our desktop. And we're going to go ahead and jump out to desktop, and I really hope this isn't messing anything up. Go. Bring back my open broadcaster thing, bring back my Kerbal Space Program, and bring back the interwebs. There we go. And then we're going to go into the vehicle assembly building. There we go. I'm going to go and adjust some things here so I can actually see what I'm doing. And still observe the Facebooks. Not Facebooks, sorry, YouTubes. There we are. Oh. Oh, fun adjusting things, huh? Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and load if this thing saved correctly. Should be the something derp junior, I think. No, sorry, space shuttle. Yes, load. I need my brain. I'm not sexy enough to give up my brain. Oh, wow. I must say that's a really nice space shuttle. That is actually really nice. The only real difference is that this is a mainsail instead of 3 identical engines, but even then, Also, the angles of them seems quite extreme, but like I said, even then, that's still quite nice. Nice indeed. Mass center of thrust. You get your orbital maneuvering system, which I may say is actually pretty well. Or since there's no rocket fuel silage. Okay, if you don't mind. Oh yeah, sure thing. Sure thing there, Rowan. Okay, so if you don't mind, I'm gonna go ahead and tweak this a little bit. If I adjust this so its center of thrust and mass are relatively aligned, that's going to be a problem apparently. Okay. What if I just sort of dig you in there? And I know it's not going to look nearly as realistic, but functionality will be supreme. Functionality supreme. Sounds like delicious. Pizza or something. Pizza. Yeah, I want pizza now. Okay. There we go. Now we can feed the orbital maneuvering system. And that should be good if I drink this. It really doesn't deviate too bad. Nice, nice. I'm gonna go ahead and take these two engines, move them away. And then I'm going to go ahead and flop on. I'm kind of curious. What changing the thrust on this do? Is it just a forward? Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna go to the structural. Attaching to the belly of this, the belly of the beast. Fun one to deal with. By using a larger radial decoupler, ET70. All right. Fuel tanks. I think. Heavy. Oh, right, restroom. Would it be insane to use one of these? I think not. Actually, I think using one of those would be perfectly okay. Actually, I think using one of those is perfectly okay. Beauty. Wish I could really just get like a line to spike through the whole thing though. Roller Roaster is Rowan. Derp Jr. Oh, well thank you, Derp Jr. Very kind of you. Yes, I do use near, so... Oh, just go ahead and throw them up there. The funny thing is, though, with near, it's not as crucial for the aerodynamics to be right on, but it is handy. Also, just to let you guys know, there is about a 60-second delay between when I say something and when you guys hear it. So, you know, stuff. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and I don't want to add that to a category. No. Thank you. Alright. Yeah, aerodynamics up there. Now, as you drain empty, you're going to get closer to there, and I'm going to want to put right, so I want to rotate you ever so slightly. This front, I'm going to precision of a mongoose. That cause front flips at full throttle. Yep, but on no throttle, it cause backflips. But the thrust to weight ratios are important. I'm gonna go ahead and throw on a mech jab unit. There we go. Oh, and we're also going to need fuel lines because you know, kind of needs to feed the fuel over. Okay, so thrust to weight ratio 0.19 on that. That's a problem. I think. No, wait. I believe that's what I want. Right. Keep forgetting. Oh, the mech jib that I used to show me what the heck I'm doing. Always cooperate. Okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna go ahead and readjust that. Rotate this here to accommodate for that. Oh, what if I do and then rotate? No, that just throws it way off. I can do that. Oops. Thrust limit down. I want to be as balanced as I can when it's at like thrust level of 50. At half thrust, I want it to be causing backflips. No, front flips. Sorry. What? What am I trying to do? Yeah, Jacksepticeye is pretty good. Pretty cool guy. Not doing right, that's for certain. What if I offset you upwards a bit? If I offset you up, it's gonna make it a little more. Typing in the dark's always fun. That's the best time to type. It's like typing drunk, it just sort of wins every time. Now, if this thing had the thrust weight ratio to accommodate, might be a little more inclined to throw on a second tank even, but it's not. Front flips if it's full throttle, back flips if it's no throttle. I want back flips at near full throttle. So I try and rotate this. Do that. There we go. And then when I bring the throttle up, I'm going to more violently do backflips. I need to maybe more. Yeah, I do too. Actually, they're quite nice. They are a bit finicky from time to time, and I'll be honest, this kind of are frustrating me a bit. No. Backflips. I want front flips. And backflips and front flips. Backflips and front flips. At 50%, then I want to be balanced. We're gonna balance it at 50. I'm gonna say there. The balance is at 50. Balance is at 50. God, I really wish they were closer together. Alrighty, well, to relieve the stress a bit, there it is. Gonna drink some of my apple juice. Apple juice for the win. Okay. Well, there's no better time to do this than now, I guess. Actually, first now I'm missing struts. Oh my god, the most important part of the equation. Okay, there's that. And I'm also going to want a separatron up at the top. See, every time I think I'm done building, I'm not. There's just always something you forget. Now that's going to have to go that way. This motor's going to fire when it separates. And I'm going to use action groups to toggle between the SSME engine and the OMS engines. There we go. Actually looks like it's going to front flip on launch. If I have no thrust, it's going to back. Ah! God! This is just going to be fun. I don't even know if this is a thrust. Oh wait, actually, let's do a little bit of maths. Okay. This thing mass is 138 tons. These engines provide 650 kilonewtons each of thrust, so 650 times 2, we get 1300 divided by 138 tons is about a 9.4 meter per second squared acceleration, which is just more than one thrust weight ratio. Uh-oh, okay. And what if I actually replace these? Oh, what? No, I didn't want. No, God, no! There we go. What if we replace these engines? Really? Are you kidding me? Why is it doing that? I want that. I don't want that. No. No. Okay, so I can't really replace those engines. Alright, cool. Well. Like this will have to be balanced at a... This is frustrating. Shift and R to change attachment modes. What? Oh, attachment modes. You don't have to actually hold Shift and R. It's just the R key, which allows you to switch between mirror and symmetry. And I do remember that. That's the only reason I've been able to build space shuttles. That and the widgets up here. Okay. My only problem is lining up thrust. I know at one point I want it to be balanced, and then if I adjust the throttle on the one engine, I want to be able to determine if I'm going to flip on my back or not, because that's going to help with my ascent. This is really getting to be a little frustrating. But that's okay, because I'm going to persevere for the sake of science. Oh, right, I have to attach this. Okay. Alright, good enough. Good enough. Good enough. I think I'm just gonna launch it, see what happens. Because, I'm getting a little bored of being the editor here. Got the launch clamps. Not sure why you insist on clamping there. By the way, Evan, beautiful, beautiful shuttle design. Thank you very much. Oh man, it's gonna be exciting to fly. Even more exciting when I actually manage to get into orbit. Okay. Oh, one of two things is gonna happen here. We're either gonna flip on our belly or our back. Let's find out what happens. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Apparently the engines aren't receiving fuel, which would explain my thrust-to-weight ratio thing not showing up. And I destroyed the launch pad. Okay, back to the vehicle assembly building. Okay, so that means that first I need to bring you up, then remove you, because there's no way I'm working around launch struts. It means that I need to feed fuel to all these little units. Okay. Wherever floats your goat, mate. Oh wait, I need two of these. Two of these on mirrored mode. There we go. That should feed fuel. Should, anyway. Here's open. Woo! Off to space. Okay. Okay. Let's see if these engines even fire. Oh, it does, and we front flip. Okay, good, good. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Okay, so that if we're front flipping, that means that we're front heavy, meaning too much thrust from here. Okay. Gotta get rid of those clamps. Okay. Space shuttles. They're just painful. I don't like SRBs very much because they're not controllable. You can't really control them. It's just very, very finicky with that one. I mean, I'm just having a hay of a time trying to figure out shuttles on their own. Sail engine at special throttle. Oh, do we have it? I think we have it, guys. No, no, no. On your back, on your back. Why? Why you do this to me? Oh, God. You know, I think something's not really balanced here. Okay, that's okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and... Okay. Oh. Oh. Booty haberlack. Yeah, I remember that. Not sure how Lalonde felt about that one, though. So I'll put that there. Be backflipping. I reduce the throttle. Backflip harder. Which is what I wanted to avoid. So therefore, I turn these down slightly. That becomes front flipping. Then when that down, that becomes... That's what I wanted the entire time! Oh my god! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Did I do it? Have I done it? Have I done it? Have I done it? I hope I did. Because I got a little sick of playing with this, trying to make it work right on the first go. No, what? No, don't do that. There we go. You down there, you down there. Save it and launch it! Okay. Okay, can we do this? Can we do this is the question. Really, really getting much painful to do, and that looks totally safe, you know, having our space shuttle just sort of rock back and forth held by those two arms. Alright. And this should be... Holy crap! Holy crap! Is this working? It's not working. Why is it not working? Why even working? Oh my god. This is just... Okay. Well, you know what? There's no better time than now to figure out if solid rocket boosters might actually be useful for this. Okay. What this should do is add a little more thrust here, so I need a less thrust here, so... Add some nose cones on those. Those bad boys. Bad boy. Oh, wait, add some struts. Some strut-tastical stuff. Save it. Save it and launch. Oh, wait, first. Make my life a lot easier. I'm gonna start it off that way, because I don't think I'd be able to safely turn mid-flight. Okay. This was gonna be easy. Apparently not. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Okay, that's gonna happen. My freaking nav ball is gonna get in the way and make me unable to fix it in time. Okay. 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 Wow. This fuel tank can leave. I think the fuel tank's just a little big. So instead we're going to use these smaller orange tanks. Which, they carry still a decent amount of fuel, but they're a little bit, smaller, so their mass will be a little closer to home, if you will. Throw a barrel roll. Yeah, I gotta get rid of that, because that's not doing anything for me. Okay. Oh, we're gonna strut this thing closer. Yeah, I know, right? They actually survived pretty well. Oh, I see. Mirror symmetry doesn't work when it's rolled over like that. Okay. Okay, center mass, center thrust. I think this might just work right out of the package. You can see it's gonna cause me to backflip when it's like that, but if I reduce the thrust, then it might cause me to front flip? Possibly? What if I rotate? Rotata. That make it more intense. Ooh, ooh, there we go. That's sort of what I'm looking for. Yeah, I think that's actually what I'm looking for. Yeah, on that, it's gonna go and hopefully cause me to backflip. If I do that, it's gonna really make me backflip. I don't know. No, no better time than now to do this. Oh my god. Yeah, it's got the chat thing's got a spam protection on it, which is nice, but I don't really think I need it. But it's nice. Okay. Well. What? Why? Why are you doing this? What the heck? You out of fuel already? Right, 'cause I'm not feeding fuel over. Quick, pull in this engine's help. Oh my god, I can't pitch up. I can't pitch up. This aircraft has no aerodynamic control. Sorry, guys. Oh my god. Oh. Actually, you know what? Abby? I like that idea. I'm going, after I figure this one out, of course, I'm going to then build an anti-aircraft vehicle that can shoot down a magical flying pony. Gotta do it. As for this sucker, I give it that, and then I'm also going to go ahead and rotate this engine out a little more. Because this is my controller engine. It should allow me to do that. Save it. Launch. Yeah. This game's a heck of a lot of fun when you're not, screaming and smashing your face in the keyboard. Which I've done before. I've actually smashed my face into the keyboard. It was really not something I'm proud of, but I've done it. I got angry. Okay. That's way too much. Okay, too much turn. Oh my god. Oh my god, why is this thing so mean? I'm sorry, Evan. I'm sorry, I can't fly this thing. It hates me. I hate it. I'm sorry, Matt. This is just not happening. I'm gonna have to. I know, right? Freaking launchpad. But what if launchpad is not kill? Ooh, Illuminati symbol. Look, triangle right there. Illuminati. Do the space planning, yeah. It actually wasn't. It wasn't near that was quick scoping me. It was the center of thrust and mass that were quick scoping me hard. Okay, so this time we're actually gonna start by building a simple but effective quick scoping vehicle. Now you might be thinking, Michael, you can't do that. You're not snipers. Can't quick scope. Oh, watch me, mate. I will do it. Oh, I will blaze all you fags out of the sky. Ah, yeah. Okay. Okay, I like it. I like it. That should be able to rove around like a little happy beast. Turn that off. Turn on offset. There we go. Yeah. 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 There we go. Yep. Yep. Okay. Okay. Like that a structural. Attach some of the struts there, and some struts there, and some struts there, and some struts there, just to keep it all from wobbling. We can go to pods. We're gonna put a little remote controlled unit on it. No, 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 stop, stop, stop. Oh, right there. God, idiot. Okay, and then we're gonna and throw on some rechargeable batteries. A couple of solar panels. There we go. Save it, test drive it. Rovers are fun. And yes, shots fired. Shots fired indeed. Okay. Will this thing drive around without scraping anything? Why, yes. Yes, it will. Beauty. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Look at that, it's not even gonna flip over. Nice. Stable. I can build a little bit of a platform on top of it for my weapons. Oh yeah, I heard about NASA emailing the station a wrench. Like, that was just cool. Like, I mean, you just like, could you imagine you're sitting in your house, you're like, oh man, I really need like a fork, right? For example, yeah, you just go on, AutoCAD and then just make a fork there, and it just sort of prints off beside you. Gotta be cool. Ah, you can print anything, build anything. So, uh, right, adding a platform on top. Structural, use a cubic octagonal strut. What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Okay, this is funny. I'm just gonna go ahead and add a couple of U's. Yep. Yo, stop! Snipers, why? Stop! Quick scoping me. Judas, that's gay. This thing looks so terrible. uh, there we go. Now, I can hear people walking around upstairs and it's intimidating me because usually people only walk around upstairs when they're gonna head down here to yell at me for something. But they're not gonna yell at me because they're too lazy to do that. Okay. Now we go to utilities and we get all the fun toys here. We're going to need a couple of, I'm gonna say we're going to need a couple of, Vulcan miniguns. Yeah. Yeah. Just a couple of miniguns. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. Gonna need quite a few ammo boxes for that. Just sloppily slapping them on there. And we're going to have, what are we gonna have? We're gonna have, ooh, I don't know, a couple of AGM-65s. I think these work. Well, if I adjust their drop time to about 4 and then speed to 10, there we go. Good act is good. Good surface to surface. And then, just for the heck of it, I'm gonna add on, ooh, what are we gonna add? Bombs, 230 chain guns. Oh yes. Oh yes indeed. We'll be adding this. Yes. This thing is gonna be a tank. Bitch, I'm gonna drive a tank. Oh yeah. Yeah. I like it. Where's my center of mass at? That's not even that high up. Nice. 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 We're gonna need a weapons manager though, so I can, operate all this. Oh, wait, there it is. Don't go away. So action groups. Custom one will be toggle weapon. Next will be the fire button. Save and launch. Whenever you're ready to load, game. Truthfully, I'm surprised this game hasn't crashed yet. Normally, the game likes to crash after about, an hour of playtime. Okay, now this thing is very heavy, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna bust these wheels at any time. But it looks good. But I like it. I like it. 13,000 rounds of ammo. We got a couple of Mavericks now. I'm afraid they might clip, but let's try them anyway. Beautiful. love you too there, friend. Look at that thing just derpily fly over towards that. Oh, there we go. Tank cannon's active. Yeah! These tank shells are unbelievably powerful. But they take so long to reload. Look at that, just took down 2 structures right there. Oh, wait. What do you got? What do you got? Nothing! Yeah, that's right. Oh, what? What, you think your flag's cool? I can hit it. Yeah, nailed it! Oh, what? You think you're welcome to spy on my planets? Not on my watch. These big buildings can't be taken out by this weapon, though. Maybe by about, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 Vulcan turrets, perhaps? Derp Jr.? No, that's my friend. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, there we go. Accidentally closed out of that there. And no, that's my friend Evan from Fresh Book. Alright. Democracy! Oh god. Rest in Pringles, headphone users. Oh god. You can hear the ricocheting rounds. Rest in Pickles frame rate. Oh jeez. I'm sorry about that, guys. That's really rough on the ears. Look at all those ricocheting bullets. You can hear them hitting off in the distance. Yeah, tank cannon. I don't know why this is just so much fun just to do this, but it really is. Just warning shots, you know. Just, you know, being America. America be like, hey, I'm warning you. Don't spawn on that planet. I've got a lot of ammo for these Vulcan turrets. So, Launchpad, you think it's funny to explode randomly? I'm gonna blow your fuel up, huh? Huh? You like that? You didn't need to be existent, did ya? That's right. You're nothing. Nothing. Oh, I broke a wheel. I broke 2 wheels. Now I'm nothing. No. Can't even aim low enough to fire. Oh, there's the end of my journey. I can drive with my Vulcan turrets. Oh my god, that's painful to do, but I can do it. Oh, wait. Where are we doing? Where are we going? Yeah, okay, I'm done with that. Okay, okay. Hmm. Well, anyway, I think I'm gonna call this the end of that stream there because I'm out of ideas of stuff to do, and I'm just gonna have a quick look at how long you've been streaming for. What is that? Almost 3 hours? So, anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope to see you again in the next stream. Peace.